if you're selling a course on Meta Ads, or you are selling that to your organic audience, then watch this video till the end, because I'm going to share with you that one simple shift or one simple addition that you can do on your course funnel that will increase the revenue by at least 40%. Okay, so welcome to day 39 of the Offers Turnover Challenge. If you have no idea what you're doing over here, is that we are converting some negative ROAS offers to positive ROAS. So what that basically means is that I recently got inside this particular project where there were a lot of offers that we were running on Meta Ads, but they were losing money. So my goal will be to convert those losing money offers to making money offers. And when I started, we were sitting at like 5% of the offers being positive ROAS, but then my goal will be to take that number to at least 60%, so that we are having majority of our offers at positive ROAS. Okay, so without much ado, let's dive inside of day 39. And how this challenge videos are structured is that I basically walk through all the client optimizations that we did for the day. So BD, CT, JK, ZR, KT, and then TG are individual clients, and we are talking about different kind of stuffs with them. So a deep dive basically means where we look at the data for the past 7 days or 14 days and look at what needs to be optimized to get better conversions. And then I also suggest some strategies. If you have a new client, we go ahead and create the strategy from scratch. And then there are some other conversations, like having some kind of review in the funnel. If they have some questions, I just answer them throughout the optimizations. So we are just going to walk through everything one by one, and where I'm talking about that one thing or one addition is going to be inside of ZR, which is the fourth part of this video. So if you simply want to jump inside of that particular part, I have already put in the timestamps. You can simply go ahead and click it. But then I've been running these offers for a while now, but then just optimizing or answering some questions, I'm getting a lot of value from each one of those clients. So I'm pretty sure if you just stick around in all of them, you're going to get a lot of value as well. Okay, so without much ado, let's dive inside the first one. So BD is again in a really interesting niche, which is scaling law firms, and he has a high ticket offer, which is like $5,000. And then that is a course actually. And then the funnel that we are using is a call funnel, which is basically a sales page with a call to action to book a call, and then there's a confirmation page right after they have booked a call. So today I did a deep dive for him, and the CTR and the cost per click and the CPM is very exceptional. Like, it's very low for this kind of offer, because for all the call funnels that we are running, we are getting at least like $10 per click for like scaling campaigns, scaled campaigns. But then the CPM is also like close to $150. But then this offer is getting like exceptionally good numbers, so the ads are performing really well. And we also got like 169 landing page views, and the booked calls were like 23 calls were booked in total. And then the cost per call booked was only $27, like close to $28, right? Which was amazing. Like, the typical cost for booked calls is like $80 to $150 on cold ads, but then this offer is converting like exceptionally well. We do not have any kind of number from them yet if they closed a deal or not, but then the calls are getting booked at a really good price, right? So like I mentioned, like, everything looks great. We just need to get some insights from the clients if they have closed any kind of deal. But we, after spending only $640, we got like 23 booked calls. Even if we sell like one of those coaching programs at like 5K, this offer is going to convert pretty well, right? So yep. The only suggestion that I made was to alter the sticky section copy. Right now, it was like join off the tools today, like, which was the name of the offer, and then the call to action was book now, right? So I just asked them to make it more problem solution centric rather than us centric. So just changing it to go off the tools today, and then start working on your firm rather than working inside your firm, and then have the call to action change to book your strategy call now, right? So the immediate change will be just to ask the client to give us some updates every single Thursday, so that we can know if this particular offer is working, like what kind of numbers, so we can make some suggestions, give them some funding options if that's what the clients are actually needing. Based on that, we can optimize things in the call part, but not on the funnel side. Everything looks great. Okay, so that's what we did for BD. And then for CT, what I suggested was a course migration. So let's get inside of CT. So CT is in a really interesting niche, very niche audience, and then the offer is like growing on social media for health professionals, and the offer cost is like $197 course. And then how we are selling that is through a landing page, like a simple sales page, and then they go to the confirmation page, right? So a while ago we did a deep dive, and then today they had some questions. So like, the reason they had like a very aggressive checkout form where they had collected like a lot of shipping information, the zip codes they were creating like accounts in there in order to complete the purchase. The reason was that they wanted to collect the zip codes to charge, like, so that they can customize the sales tag for each state, right? And then they were asking if we can do that inside of Go High Level. So definitely we can capture zip codes by simply adding a shipping address inside the checkout form, and then we can charge them taxes based on the states inside the Go High Level itself. So we can customize the sales tag inside of Go High Level. That's why I love Go High Level. If you have no idea what that platform is, I'm definitely going to make a video about it, but go ahead and go to the description. You're gonna get the link over there. You can check out what Go High Level is actually about, what are the things that you get from it, and so on and so forth. But then yeah, this is definitely possible inside of High Level. We can customize the taxes as per states. And then the second thing was, how can we give the Kajabi course access to the buyers in GHL through Zapier? That's what I suggested. So basically, in the last deep dive, what they were doing is like they were having the checkout page. Inside of the checkout page, they were making people like log in, create their passwords to even complete the checkout, right? Because of which we had like one purchase out of 24 opt-ins, right? Which was very low of a number. But then what I suggested was, let's simply migrate the entire course inside of Go High Level platform itself, and it takes less than 1 minute to do so, right? Less than 1 minute. We can simply click on import the course, and it will immediately import the course from Kajabi to High Level. So it's that simple, and that's what I suggested. Let's just import the entire course from Kajabi inside of Go High Level, so it makes everything easier for us. Okay, so that's what I suggested for CT. Let's dive inside of a JK. So for JK, a while ago we strategized like of their funnel, and they just had a few changes inside of the offer. So based on that, I just completed the final strategy over here, but the format was pretty simple. It was still the same. The format is ads to low ticket offer, and then we are going to have an upsell where we are going to sell the main course at $197, and then $197, and then we are going to get people to the confirmation page. So the low ticket front end offer is going to be anywhere between 27 to 47. At the beginning we are going to sell that for 27. If that converts pretty well, we are going to sell it for $47 later on. But then this is the structure was the same, but then they had some bonus suggestions, so we just altered that and finalized the strategy today. That's it. That's what we did for JK. And let's get inside of ZR. So let's go to day 19. um, okay, so ZR has been, we have been working on his offer for a while now, but then it wasn't converting at all. At the beginning, when I came in, it wasn't selling at all. But then after making a lot of optimization, it finally started selling. And today I did a deep dive after we launched his course again. So he's in a niche where he helps physiotherapists make more money by working with athletes as their clients, right? So they have a $97 course, and then and the funnel is pretty simple. Like they have a sales page and a confirmation page. That's it. Okay, so looking at the numbers, we actually cracked 1x ROAS, but at the same time we also made some profit. So the CTR actually looks good. The CPC is a bit high, and the CPM is also a bit high, because of which the numbers are pretty low, but then still we were able to break even. So after some time, once this offer gets consistent break even, what we are going to do is create some new ads, so that we can decrease these numbers and increase the CTR and decrease the CPC and CPM, so that we can get better conversions moving forward. But then we still broke even, which was amazing, right? So we got 4 total sales of $97 off it, but then 2 out of those 4 people went ahead and bought the order bumps as well. So the order bump pricing is $37 and $47, and then our take rate for the order bump was 50%. So half of the people who purchased the offer went ahead and got both of those order bumps, right? Which basically means the order bumps are resonating a lot with the audience. So all the numbers look great. We will continue running the ads. We don't need to change anything. Okay, so here's a simple shift that increases the revenue by 40%, adding 2 order bumps, as simple as that. So an order bump is basically something that they go ahead and just add on when they're just checking out the course. So for example, they opted in, they went ahead and saw the offer where they're putting the card details. We just give them an option if they want to take these 2 offers as well, right? So that is called an order bump. So when we just added those 2 things, like initially if we had just sold the course, our ROAS would have been 0.93x. But then just because we had added these two, we added additional $168 in revenue, and we actually profited on ads rather than losing money, So the fulfillment cost is actually zero because both the order bumps are digital products. We just created once, right? We don't even need to look at it. We just give people access to the digital product, and we don't have any kind of fulfillment in there. So it doesn't matter how many people buy it; they're gonna get an email which gives them access to that particular order bump, and they're good to go. So quick hack is had a quick hack for the order bumps is that add order bumps that complement the main offer. So for example, if they bought a course, let's say on funnel building, right, and we are giving them, let's say, we are teaching them how to create a call funnel, right? A quick order bump would be the funnel template, right? So let's say the offer is the course on how to create a call funnel is like $97, but then if we give them the funnel itself, like a template of the funnel, and we sell it at $47, we are going to get a lot more purchases on that. But if we are selling something that is absolutely off the charts, and it is something that we want to sell, right, then that's not going to convert at all because it doesn't make sense with the offer. So if you have a course on, let's say, back pain, and you're giving them supplements as an order bump, that's going to work. But then if it's a course on back pain and you're giving them how to cure another kind of disease, then that's not going to work. So have an order bump that complements the main offer. That is going to increase the take rates of all the order bumps. Okay, so yeah, it was this simple shift that added 40% extra revenue for this particular offer and made it positive ROAS rather than having us lose money on this offer. Okay, so that's what we did for ZR, and then let's move on to the next one. KT. So for KT, he is in a really interesting niche as well. So KT is in a career counseling, and his course was $499 course. But then after a lot of optimization, we decided to reduce the price to $297 because that makes more sense, right? So the cost per click and the CPM is very low because I mean this is a very broad offer. People are more than interested in going ahead and cracking interviews, like being irreplaceable on jobs. So what I suggested was like we do not need to change anything on the ad side. All we need to optimize is the landing page because as you can see, like we got like 155 landing page, but then the opt-ins were only 4. So the typical opt-in rate is like 8 to 15%, but this is very low. And then we did not get enough opt-ins to even decide if the purchase rate is the problem. So here are all the suggestions that I made. First thing was to change the CTAs of all the buttons. So what this is going to do is this is going to help us get more clicks and more opt-ins. And then for the checkout section, I suggested them this entire copy so that we can get more purchases to come in. So if you want to understand the psychology of it, then you can go ahead and watch this video. It's going to help you out to realize what are the 4 things that we optimize for every landing page to make it convert better and get more opt-ins. Okay, so that's what I suggested for the checkout section, and then I just suggested to alter the sticky section copy as well to change the button copy to yes, make me irreplaceable. That's it. Just by changing this, we are going to get better results for this particular offer, right? Now let's move on to the next one, which is TG. So for TG, we created a PVO strategy. TG has been converting his offer for a while now, and it's working out pretty well. So what I suggested was let's add an upsell in the backend and convert even better, right? So an upsell would be a premium value offer which costs a lot. So we strategized a $10,000 offer for him. So he's actually a fashion brand coach. So he helps businesses or fashion brands have 5-figure or 6-figure launches, and his course is only $297 course. And how we are selling it is through a simple purchase funnel, like which is a sales page, and they go to a confirmation page after they purchase the offer. But then his offer was converting pretty well. For a while, like for 3 weeks, it has been positive ROAS with just the front end offer. So we are looking to create a back end offer as well so that we can even increase the conversions even more, right? So what I suggested was there are 2 things that we can do, 2 things we can sell on the call. In the back end, what we're going to do is we are going to have all the purchasers who have bought the course upfront to book a call with the client, right? Or either the client or a closer. And then on the call, we are going to figure out if they are ready for a high-end launch execution. So if they are a high-end client and they just want someone to help them launch the entire brand, then we can sell them a done for you service, and that done for you service can cost anywhere between either $25,000 upfront, because obviously they're going to make multiple 5 figures and 6 figures in the launch if our client helps them. So it's either 25,000, or we can even have another pricing option where we only charge like 10 to 15K upfront, and then we have a 30% profit share, so we also have some skin in the game, right? And that's what I suggested for the service. But then we can also sell a done with you. So for example, until the launch is completed and everything is done, we are going to stick with the client that is going to come in, and we are going to just offer him coaching sessions to make sure that they're having a successful launch, and we just guide them rather than doing it for them, right? So it would be $10,000 upfront or 6K upfront plus 15% profit share. Okay, so this is a hybrid option. Like, we are getting people on a call either way. So if we think that they have the money, then and they would need more personalized help, we can sell them the service. If they do not want, if they don't want to do it for you kind of scenario, but then we can work with them through the guided support until launch with the DWI coaching. Okay, and that would be like 10K upfront or 6K upfront with 15% profit share. So the sales strategy would be to install the calendar inside of the confirmation page and multiple sections in the course that people are already buying. And then we can have a standalone course landing page where people can book calls organically, or maybe after they have come in inside of the course, they click on the link and they go to the standalone landing page where they can actually book a call with the closer or the client. Okay, so another thing we are going to do to push this will be to have a follow-up email sequence after people have purchased the course. We can create an email sequence with a book a call CTA to get people to book a call with us as soon as possible. So we are going to frame it like an audit of the fashion brand, and then people can come up and get on a call, and then we can figure out if we can help them with a DFY service or a DWI format, right? And then we can qualify people on the call whether they are a fit for the DFI or they're done with you. That's it. That's the sales strategy. That's the entire PVO. So yeah, I mean, that's what we did for TG. But I'm really excited about how TG's offer is going to convert, because I think he has a lot of value to share. His offer is converting really well. His offer is amazing. So I'm pretty confident that we can get his ROAS to at least like 5x, 6x on the ads, and we can really make a lot of money for him and with him. So I hope this entire video was helpful to you. Let me know in the comment section what was your best takeaway. For me personally, the best takeaway was the order bumps thing, because that's something that we started implementing as soon as we came in. We are like, okay, I want to have an order bump and an upsell for every offer, so that we are not losing money upfront. Okay, so I hope this video was valuable for you. Let me know in the comment section what was the best takeaway, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Till then, keep creating for a change.